What's up, everybody? How to promote a mixtape, as promised, volume 2 right here, or episode 2, wherever you want to call this. We get ready to do communication today. What we have on communication?
I mean, communication is vital, not just in the music industry, but in any area you walk into life, whether you work in your job, whether you dealing with a lawyer, whoever you're dealing with, communication is critical. And what we want to talk about today in regards to communication is just kind of the basic foundations that you need to move forward and interact with anybody. You know, and one of those critical pieces of communication is body language. You guessed it, body language. Critical component to communication. Now, if you've heard or you've talked to people, it's not what you say, but how you say it. And your body language plays a big role in how things are perceived by other people. For example, if you say, "I'm mad at you," and you don't have any emotion behind it, people can tell. But if I get up in your face and say, "I'm mad at you," if I do that, you know I'm mad at you. You feel me? So that's what we're talking about. Just like the way you talk to people in the music industry can affect your deal. That can affect whether you get a new beat from a new producer. It can affect your money at the end of the day. And I'm gonna let Chris hit up on a little more on communication.
I think what we're trying to say is, don't act an ass, man. Like get your behavior together, man. Like it's a business industry too, man. We just got done talking about Trinidad James being a very intelligent guy on the last video. So I mean, don't come up to it's not the streets, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're dealing with other producers and you need favors from them and stuff like that, like this isn't the streets anymore. This is a business. So you want to rub as many people the right way as you can, to get what you want out of them. What else is there to say about this, man?
One other thing I'd like to touch on in particular is attitude. Attitude. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many people that I have not worked with because of their attitude. And they could be great at what they do, but the attitude, sometimes you just cannot. And I know you know that person. There's that one person that just has a terrible attitude about everything.
About everything. You know what? I'll work with the man who has a good attitude, but he's really weak musically. But just because he can build that relationship with me, this is my man. I'm getting ready to put him on. I mean, we see these other rappers do it. T.I.'s got a whole clique full of guys. Just because they straight with him. They cool with him and everything. They sound right. I mean, they could be weak musically, but he's gonna put them on because he knows these are good dudes, and he's just trying to feed them. And that's why it's important to get your shit together, man. Just put yourself in check, man, and know how to talk to people, know how to network, know how to work with these guys, man. Just find a better way to communicate. And if you can't do it, if you are from the streets, you're a little shy with talking to people and all kind of other good stuff. A good example, Chief Keef, man, you've seen plenty of interviews with the guy. The guy don't even really like doing interviews. He's just not a good talker. You know what I'm saying? He's just not good at just communicating. So if you can't communicate yourself, find somebody who can. And this is where your manager comes in at, and and all this other good stuff. Find somebody who can represent you well. But there's gonna come a time where you have to be face to face with like the producer, or you got to be face to face with the guys signing your papers and stuff like that, man. So I mean, you still want to develop a good sense of coming off as being a good guy, man. I know plenty of people who don't know how to communicate well, and they're good dudes on the inside. They just don't know how to communicate it.
Exactly.
I know they heart, they good people, but without those social skills, man, and here's another thing. This is gonna help you out a whole lot. Stop smoking that motherfucking blunt before you go and talk to that motherfucker, okay?
Man.
That's gonna help you out a whole lot, man. Don't get the smoking and shit and get all up in somebody's face talking business. Don't do that.
Man, I mean,
it's
self-explanatory.
Stay clean
right
with
there.
it, man. Like I said, it's a business too, man. Sell your act. Sell your act. I mean, And just because I'm saying act, it doesn't mean that, you gotta, sell some kind of persona or whatever that's fake, that you're not really feeling. Do you, man. Like, find your uniqueness, sell your act, but separate that from your business side too as well.
Right.
And that's where the communication comes in at, man. Just knowing how to talk to people.
Right. And that's where a lot of people, like Chris was saying, have trouble, is they allow their personal feelings, the things that they do as extracurricular activities, like you said, with the smoking weed or popping mollies or whatever your thing is to do, you let that interfere with you actually moving ahead in your music career.
Right.
And you got to realize, like, at the end of the day, like, whether you in the indie market or the major market, like, nobody cares about what happened then. They want to know what's going to happen now.
Right.
And when you come in their office, you smell like the OG Kush, and your speech is slurred, and you don't act like you know what you're talking about. Well, I mean, they're going to look at you like, this guy can't make any money.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Exactly.
Period.
Right, man. I think that's all I really got to say about it, man. Just learn some good communication skills, man. Learn how to rub people the right way.
On that note, we're going to wrap it up. Sign, seal, deliver it to you via YouTube. We're going to sign out. Y'all stay up, stay sub to the channel. We'll come back with some more videos.
Yep. Christopher Christelle Perkins, Gutter Mind Animation on YouTube.
Yup.
Look me up.
Check him out. Z of AFB on Twitter. We'll see you guys later.
H2PM, baby.
Peace.